Hello. Hold on. Hello. Okay. Welcome back. If you weren't here last time, this is part 2. Check out part 1. Braden couldn't make it for this week's stuff, but should be back with us real soon. Last time we started writing a kind of play on like Kick-Ass. So it's kind of a short film / sketch about a kid who gets mugged. He kind of is inspired by how bad a shape his city's in, and he's attempting to become a superhero. And where we left off, he was essentially about to be roasted by his friend again. So we're gonna just hop back into it. This episode might be a little shorter than what we are used to, but maybe it won't be, because my noggin. Okay. So, yes. So let's go to, let's read from page 3 to where we're at. Are you like coming out? Jake leaps out of the closet in his full costume. A few beats of silence. Ryan begins laughing hysterically. Jake looks down. Jake, dude. Ryan, why are you wearing a giant banana? Jake, come on, it's supposed to draw the eye. Ryan, you look like a wrestler who has to suck dick to move up the food chain. Jake's like, damn. Ryan, you look like the biggest porno role player. Not actor. Role player. Shut up, man. Yeah, good luck getting yourself killed in that onesie. Ryan leaves the room. We go back into a montage. Jake begins creating kind of his gadgets, looks like. We go back into a pausing of the montage. Jake answers his door and the FBI are on his porch. What's going on, guys? What's with your Google searches? Because he used Google to make explosives. And what's with your outfit? I'm trying to be a superhero. A beat of silence. The two agents break out in laughter. And interior Jake's bedroom day. We resume the montage. He fastens his kind of makeshift explosives. Little like pellets. Kind of like, I guess, a Batman gadget. And he has a baton and a makeshift grapple. Which brings us to Ryan is back on Jake's bed laughing and pointing at Jake wearing the full outfit with gadgets. So that means we are on beat 9. So we need to get from beat 9 to beat 15. Shouldn't be a problem. I hope everybody is doing well. And yeah, so so let's start with some more Ryan roasts. That would be Jake's best friend. If you haven't seen part 1, I would very much encourage you go back and see that, because otherwise you're just going to kind of be a little lost. But this should be epic conclusion to the Jake superhero saga, which I think my 7 to 8 page prediction is going to be pretty much there. Whose ass are you using that baton on? I have it so I can let's see, I can have an easier time fighting off criminals. Okay. So he's got the little metal bombs. So why do you have little balls, little metal balls by your crotch? An itch. Okay. Is that not spelled right? Am I that dumb? Yeah, I certainly am. That's also a question. Excuse me. So little metal balls. I imagine these are just dangling by his dick, and that's hilarious to me. They are small, mini, explosive devices. Ryan's eyes widen. What the shit? But your let's see, what's something but you're a business major. So how did you get the brains for this? Okay. You can go now. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So that's going to bring us to his first suit up. So I think some of the most iconic like Batman moments when he's like about to go out on the prowl is like he's standing on a building overlooking the city. Same with like Spider-Man. He's always like swinging around. But at some point, I think he's always like on a building looking down at something. So we need to give Jake that moment. And okay, I've just figured it out. Oh, that's hilarious. Scene heading. Exterior. Arby's rooftop. I'm gonna say night. Jake is standing on the corner of the roof of an Arby's. That's so stupid. Of an Arby's. He looks down at what he can see of the street. Arby's employee. Jake turns you see any ... Nah. Whatever you're about to say, didn't ask. Get off of our roof. That's hilarious to me. So we kind of have So we have, so Bet's essentially beat 10, so now he has to go looking for crime. Yeah, so bystanders try to hold their laughs in. I bit my tongue earlier today. There's a sore. Okay, well, he gets off the roof. So we go exterior, city, streets, night. Jake walks through the, a fully outfitted, through the dirty streets of town. Everyone stares at him wearing the suit. Some people even laugh. Which, that's kind of a sad moment, because he is trying to do a good thing, but it's, I don't know. This is one of those things where Braden might have some thoughts, but I need to work on the lighting for my face. I think my beard is very dark, I'm noticing. There's no lights like in front of me besides my, wait, hold on. Hold on. That's huge. There's a glare in my glasses. Never mind. It's not bad. So yeah, I almost want it to be, I described the intro shot of him walking down the street in the last episode, but I almost want like another of that same shot. He's like walking, it's just he's fully like suited up with his gadgets. So I think we just transition into, what is this, beat 12? Yeah, so we transition into beat 12. Yeah, a loud scream is heard in the distance. Oh, so, okay, I've thought of a secondary ending. I don't know if I can say it on the internet, actually. We're going with the original. Okay. So loud scream is heard in the distance. I don't think we do the same alley as the intro. I think it's a different street. So Jake takes off running towards the sound. He comes upon an alleyway. So then let's do, cities can be tricky in terms of scene headings, at least to me, because city streets, obviously that can be anywhere in the city, but I mean, yeah, so that's kind of like, it's not anywhere specific, so it's kind of hard to like if it mattered to the story, I would put a street sign in there, but because it doesn't, and I'm only gonna be here in this moment, you know, but yeah, so such a sketchy street corner is it? Okay, so that's the very first one. So alleyway is not out of the question here. City alleyway. It is still nighttime. It just turns day. Just God said /day in the console. That's a video game joke for those of you. So how do we? Okay. So we're gonna do the same like group of thugs, and then we have our victim. So I need to decide now. Do I want our victim to also make fun of him? I think so, but it's still got to be grounded. So it's like I think she's like maybe she's like just weirded out. She's like, thank you, because I think he does save her, I don't know. Yeah, that's true. What kind of victim do I want? It's an adult. So we have an adult victim. Let's keep it simple, because I do want this to be filmable. That's kind of the goal for Braden and I, is we always want to write something that can be filmed fairly easily. So in this one, like, the hardest thing would be the superhero costume and gadgets. Everything else is relatively simple. Where we live, we're in a college town, so making characters that are in their 20s means we're able to cast very easily. Well, not very easily. More easily than if we were to get, well, like a toddler character, for example, or I've even had friends who've written older characters that they have a hard time getting cast for. Like they have, well, getting people cast for. So I think we're gonna have mid-20s victim. We haven't had any women in this story. Well, actually, the agent could be a woman. The pain of making woman victim stereotype or not having women in the story. Unless I mean, FBI agent, you know, that could be woman. What is the best course of action? I want to write wide range of peeps. I'm gonna do a woman. Plus, I think women scream better than men. I shouldn't have said that. Huh. That's crazy. I don't know. I've never heard a convincing dude screaming scared in terms of the acting that I've seen in this town. I'm not a criminal, I swear to God. Okay. So Jake rounds the corner and sees the same group from the beginning of the story. I misspelled beginning. Oh my fucking God. The fuck am I doing, bro? So from the beginning of the story, my mustache is getting on my nerves. Okay, we need to describe the victim. They are trying to take a task. They're trying to task a woman. Wait, what is this? What's going on right here? Okay, Final Draft just said we want more space there. To take, I'm gonna say a bag from a woman. Oh no, do I give her a name? Or, you know, I'm not gonna give her a name. And it's because if I ever get Braden to read this, which it's very possible, and we may end up recording it, but it will get on his nerves that this woman doesn't have a name. That's right, Braden. I'm not catering to you right now. There's a train horn behind me. What do you think about that? Do I know what? Okay. I just had a little, yeah. Drain damage. They're trying to take a bag from a woman. So yeah, let's, woman, whoa, woman, help, please leave me alone. Jake runs down the alley. That's dough. Dough is to make bread. DOW is actually Dow, I've just realized. Which is what that money, the stock, the Dow, what's that called? Dow Jones. I don't know. We've already established I'm kind of dumb though, in the Kane episode. So, but that's only host Cole. Editor Cole has a little bit of critical thinking. He's a little more book smart too. We also confessed our love to each other in part 1. So, you know, if you missed part 1, you might want to go back and watch that. That's like the 3rd time I've said to go watch part 1, and we're only like 20 minutes in. It's a sign. Jake runs down the alley. He stops in front of the group. Leave her alone. So, okay, so yeah, he stops there. So I'm actually failing to remember what I named these guys. Thug group leader makes sense. How many of them are there? There's 4 of them total, so these are 2. So there's like 2 more thug soldiers, fine. The group turns. Group turns with the woman in hand. They let go of the bag and her and start to laugh at him. The woman looks at him puzzled. I almost said and says, I'm not writing a novel here. thank you. Or, yeah, thank you. She runs out of the alleyway past him. What the hell is this shit? It's not scrolling. I can't do it. I'm not tapping the right spot. Brady and I have discussed writing a song for this show. I don't know what his experience in that is. I wrote a song back in high school. Just most of the lyrics. I think I wrote like the intro riff, but if you guys want to see that, comment down below. So, I'm hearing so many noises above me, which is kind of humorous, if I'm honest. You'll also notice I'm out of tea. I'm not out of tea. I'm just lazy. I just don't have it here. I have one thing of tea left. That's not true either. I have the bags, I've just realized. I was just lazy. And that's okay sometimes, I've learned. And yes, I'm stalling a little bit because I don't know what to write at the moment. So I'm just saying random stuff to help. You guys like weather? Comment down below if it's raining. It's raining for me, actually. Oh my god! It's raining on my desktop too. Oh, that's so stupid. Because I have wallpaper engine. Sorry, everybody. Pretty funny. I think the music will drown that out, but okay. Your days of preying on the innocent are over. Alright, Banana Man. Banana. Let's see what you got. And then we'll do Thug Soldier 2. Careful, boss. I'm trying to roast him again. See, I wasn't a bully, so it's roasting isn't my skill. My expert balls. Balls are great. Careful, boss. He might blind you to death with his colors. You don't stand a chance this time. Let's go back. Wait. We robbed this kid like a week ago. Holy shit. You're right. Let's get him. Jake whips out the small explosive devices. He throws them at the thug's feet. A little smoke comes out, and then nothing. So, is that it? Shit. Man, I might be wrong about the page count. I thought that we would be... Well, we might get on page 7. Hard to say. Let me look at my beats, actually. Make sure I haven't missed anything. Oh, I did miss something. Oh, shit. Okay. We skipped... Sorry. You guys didn't do anything. I skipped beat 13. Okay. So... Well, you know... Okay, so here's what we'll do. Is we'll finish the story, and we'll go back and do beat 13. So... The thugs... Yeah, because I only got a couple lines left here. The thugs walk towards Jake. Jake gets out his baton and swings at Thug Soldier 2. Thug Soldier 2 smacks it out of his hand, and Jake gets stomped on and kicked again. The thugs grab his gadgets and leave him lying. Sorry, there's a bug. Lying in the alley. Jake lets out a high pitch groan. Damn it. Yeah, I thought we were done a little too quick. Okay. Whoa. What is happening, dude? What? No, bro. Fade out. And then end. The end. Cool. So technically we're done, but we missed a beat. So we're gonna go back and figure that beat out. So right here. Jake spots thug group leader and freezes in place. So what is this? Let me read this beat again because it's a flashback, I believe. Yep. Right. So You know what? I was gonna make a new scene, and I don't think it's necessary. So I'm gonna say we flash back to him getting robbed in the first scene. We see his bag getting emptied and him getting beat up. We come back to reality. Jake closes his eyes and takes a deep breath. This is giving good build up too. Come on. You can do this. Just use the gadgets and do your best. Saving one life is enough. I'm gonna use this action actually. Jake looks up at the group again. He runs down the alley. Cool. Yeah, so that covers that. So is that all of our beats? Or did I forget another one? You know what? I'm going to add on, because beat 11 I don't think we went into enough. So let's go, and yes, I am trying to stretch out the runtime a little bit, but that's not your concern. So yeah, okay, so I think he's walking down the street. As he passes civilians, we can hear lines, let me say along the lines of citizens, what is he wearing? Yeah, I think that works. Something along those lines. They're just kind of heavily judging him. Okay. So yeah, I think that's gonna cover that. I know this one isn't as long as what usually happens, but because we have covered pretty much everything for our 15 beats. And we're still short enough that this is still a sketch, I think. If we had made it to the end of page 8, I probably would consider it just a comedic short film, but I don't know, usually I see short films between 8 and 12 pages. Can't scroll over there, but yeah, so because I mean the goal for a short film is to tell a more thought out story than a sketch, and a sketch is just to make people laugh. So I think that really works. So we're gonna file save. Perfect. Okay. So we're gonna resume hopefully our regularly scheduled stuff next week. Obviously, if something happens, you're still gonna hopefully get an episode. Even if it's something like this, but we love to write, and that's why we made the writer's room. I don't know why I winked right there, but maybe somebody will wink back, and that touches my heart. I'm rambling again. Yeah. About 20 minutes short. But there's nothing wrong with a 40-minute episode. And, it's hard to talk to a camera for an hour, which was my goal. But I kind of finished this faster than I thought I would. So, yeah. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. It's the weekend for me, but wait, no, because this is going up Saturday. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you have a wonderful next week in this summer month of June 2025. Let me know if you would like Braden to read this or not, but I think you and I'm including you guys, we worked hard on it. An email at this hour, no, it's spam. An email at this hour, yeah. What is going on? I'm tired. I'm always tired. Words are hard. Yeah, so let me know if you want Braden to read this. Leave a comment. Fucking whatever. And we will see you hopefully Wednesday. But yeah. Alright. Yeah, I was hoping to get to 7:45, but that's fine. The time is 7:42. I was hoping to get to 7:45. That's okay. I'm rambling again. Bye!